One TV special report.
Based on dun sa result of the post-blast investigation conducted by our EOD teams, this is a signature bomb of threat groups. So threat groups meaning pwedeng local terrorist groups, pwedeng CTGs, pwedeng criminal gangs, because the ingredients is commercially available. But lain ang sitwasyon namin sa PNP because we really have to be objective sa investigation. So as of now, we cannot make a conclusive remarks kung kinsang group ang involved, kung kinsay personality ang involved, because the investigation is ongoing. And kung musulti ko sa specific groups or specific individuals right now, that would be a conclusion of facts, and that would be a mortal sin sa amuang balahod sa investigations. So far that's all I can answer right now.
Okay, one last question sa PNP.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that worrying, sir, nga before na gun for hire? Now it is very worrying that there could be a bomb maker for hire.
That's a very alarming question, no? Which has to be addressed by the law enforcers.
Yes, that's talagang very alarming yun, no? That's why, as I've said earlier, the PNP is continuously conducting threat assessments on all of our elected government officials there is sa Misamis Occidental. And from those threat assessments, we can upgrade or downgrade the security coverage for each of them. So, mao po to ang among procedure.
Go.
Yes,
May I?
Mr. Paul Kabayba from the XDD.
Yes, sir. 2 points. One, PD, good morning. This is for you. Gusto lang ko categorical. Though I'm not dwelling actually really on the postings on the social media. Pero, sir, katubang klases bomba gigamit. The characteristics of it, the compounds of it, pila ka kilo, unsay enhancer gigamit. Unsa man to, pang-ambush mi to? O how do you define it? How do we combat on it on the social media? Kaya ba to? I-self-inflict?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the question. So, as I've said, it is a confirmed improvised explosive device base sa estimate ng ato ang EOD experts is the content of the explosive is about 2 kilos. No? Ang iyang enhancers is kanang
Concrete nails.
nails, no? Lansang, no?
Concrete
It's
nails.
about 1 inch in diameter. No? So, it's really a destructive component. No? It's considered as high explosives. But to answer your question as of now is, we really don't have a prepared answer, because that would be a conclusion of facts.
In short, we are not ruling out those ambush me insinuation.
Come again?
Hindi po natin nirule out yung ambush me insinuation. That's still part of...
It's part of the investigation, actually.
But the kind of explosives being used, sino namang andyan sa tamang pag-iisip na gagamitin yun to self-inflict? Di po ba? Second question po. I was bothered yung spokesman kanina kasi parating name drop yung good name ng Chief PNP. That might sow some misconceptions or misinterpretations amongst us here in Misamis Occidental. Sir, sa akin parang wala akong basbas talaga actually ba't babanggitin po yung pangalan na nun? Sir, would you be kind enough to tell the PNP chief? Kasi name drop parati yung pangalan niya just to show confusion or conflicts between the local officials. Eh, paano po yun makarating doon kay Chief PNP? Yung pag-name drop parati ng pangalan niya. Can we have a assurance from you to actually tell the good PNP chief that this guy are using his name? Or this fellow, this spokesperson, can we not consider him as a person of interest as well?
Yes, actually, we're planning to invite him for the conduct of investigation. So, based on our procedures, we can send an invitation to him so that he can execute statements, no? So that he can provide more information about, say, yung post, so that we can also subject him to investigation if it is warranted by our procedures. So we can consider him also we can actually require him to appear before the investigation office of the PNP based on his statements.
That name dropping of the good PNP chief, how do we treat that one?
We can make a report of the statements he made and bring it to the attention of the Chief PNP, so that the Chief PNP would be aware that his name is being dragged in this situation.
Thank you, Colonel.
Yes,
Governor, thank you.
Yeah. In furtherance to that question raised, Colonel, I think in fairness to our PNP chief, no, na ginagamit yung pangalan niya by a person who identifies himself. So it's not a dummy, no. So I think it deserves some sort of a statement from the PNP chief to clear his name. Kasi kung palulusutin yan without some sort of statement coming from the PNP chief or from the PNP, then it could create doubt on the investigations that is being made by the PNP, especially so on that latest statement na nakialam tayo. Like for instance, can you please post post in that post in relation to the quotation made by Mr. Aguirre, imputing it to be what was said by the PNP chief? Okay, can you please read it, Paul?
And to quote, General accorded be like, open quotation, di nako mailad ani, kita nako aning drama aning tawhana atong December 21 nga ardi pa ko sa Region 10, end of quote.
Yes, we request the PD to have a screenshot on that, and probably because it's putting words in the mouth of our PNP chief. That's unfair to our PNP chief. No, and that is not only unfair to the PNP chief, but that is also unfair to the institution. No, and who is these people who can just ruin the good image of the institution and the good name of the PNP chief?
Rest assured, sir, that I will make the necessary report about this address to our headquarters, so that the Chief PNP can be properly informed about this post.
Sige, thank you with that, ano. And then, the one that I presented earlier, can you please flash it again, that statement of Mr. Aguirre, who was claiming that he knows kung kinsay gabomba.
Si General Acorda mismo na-engage ano 2021 because way back then, he was the regional director of regional police then. With it, anyang tao na si Colonel Obong nga di gyud ganahan. If in case, muingon si Henry Waminal nga di siya gusto nga si Monaco mo ay mulid sa investigation. Di siya gusto nga si Brigadier General Ricardo Layon. Or di siya gusto si Chief PNP mo execute sa order sa presidente sa mga na nato kinsa may ang paimbestigaron. Si Richard Sumagan, ako idol. Unang biyan ninyo. Tugaan lang gusto tinuod. Hindi, chat mo na ako, text mo na ako, call mo na ako. Nga, kabalo mo, pag nagpahigayon anang roadside ban, si Kuan, ano ba? Di ba? Tsaka kabalo naman good me. Matawag sa kabalo me. But anyway, maabot rin po na. Kaya mayroon man si Presidente, diingnan man si Waminal, ay kabalaka, kaya paimbestigaran ako na ni Kuan, General ako na. Mana ko na General, ay kabalaka, Governor Waminal. Paimbestigaran ako na, ako ay mulig sa investigasyon.
If you want to react, you can react now. But if you reserve, what is important that the public would be assured that there must be something that has to be taken by the Philippine National Police. Kay medyo murag gipasabong ta, no? And it's muddling the investigation. May we hear from you, Colonel?
Based sa yung statements, Gob, is that we can treat him as a person of interest. So we will do the necessary action to invite him for this investigation.
Okay. Sige, thank you very much. Attorney Aquino, you were raising your hand? No, okay. So, yes, our provincial tourism officer.
Mayong buntag sa tanan, mayong buntag Gov. Mo respond lang ko kay natandog ko sa mga statements nga akong nabasa kaganina. Ako lang i-highlight kanang kabahin sa statement nga ambush me. Medyo natandog ko. Kay personally ako gina siyang i-condemn. Isip bag-ong piniyalan sa Provincial Tourism Office. Nahimo man kong tipik o kabahin sa programa sa 5M sa atong mga kabarangayan. Nya nasayod man tatanan nga ang atong provincial government headed by our hardworking governor. Gipanghingusgan gyud nato ang turismo nga ang atong direction mahimong makita sa mapa sa Mindanao ang Misamis Occidental as leading tourist destination. Kay balupod tang kaluha sa paglambo sa turismo, mausad ang pagpatunhay sa kahusay o kalinaw. Matag 5M nga naa ko didto kauban sa ato ang planning officer, ato gyud nang gi-cascade o gipasabot sa atong mga kabarangayan unsa ka importante ang kahusay o kalinaw sa barangay para makabut nato atong damgo nga mulambo ang turismo. Sayon rapod kay nato analyson kinsa man kunong leader amahan sa probinsya nga naningkamot nga atong ipalambo ang turismo ug nagdamgo nga insurgency free na ang Misamis Occidental unya maghimo og kanang iyang kalihukan para may bomba nga iskina nga dili lang pang national ang kuan kun dili international. So kani ako lang ning gisulti para masabtan pagyud sa atong mga katawhan nga wala pa makasabot sa direksyon og damgo sa atong probinsya ang kahusay og kalinaw ug ang mulambo ang turismo. Pero abi ninyo musulti lang ko Gov mo react lang ko sa gisulti nimo sa imong hagit nga sa atong turismo nga programa. We will not consider this as a setback. We will never consider this as a setback. In fact, kaluoy sa Ginoo, despite sa hitabo kagahapon lang adlaw, nibalik na ang kumpiyansa sa atong mga tourist nga tagalaing lugar. Kagahapong adlaw lang aduna kitay dagkong grupo sa LIM Reunion Association, no, nag-national convention sila, disuroy sila diri sa Misamis Occidental. Nya naapagutay isa ka grupo nga Knights of Rizal sa islang Special Assembly sa Mindanao. Ni anhi sila sa Misamis Occidental, ilang pili ang Misamis Occidental nga venue sa ilang national events. So atong nakita nga balik ang kumpiyansa kabaluman ta kani adto nga naatay dili kaayo maayo nga imahe sa atong probinsya, no, sa labi na sa Osamis, pero ilang gipili ding dagko nga mga grupo nga ang Osamis City mo'y ilahang venue sa ilahang convention. So kini ako ning gisulti kay ako natandog ko, nasakitan ko mayon nga ambush me, no. So kinsa man ang nagplastar ana naningkamot ang atong provincial government. Ako sang buhatan kay gitahasan ta sa gobyerno, mutabang mi. Ato gyud ang tabangan tanan mo na nga kami sa Office of the Provincial Tourism, Culture and Arts, we will not consider this as a setback. We will remain positive of all what is happening right now. Mao lang na akong ipa-ambit o i-respond.
Okay, thank you very much. Considering that there is still another provincial activity that has to be done, and this time will be the meeting of the Joint Task Force on Election, which will be held in Tangob, and in the afternoon we will have our NIDA roadshow. No, so maybe before we proceed to the other matters, I would appreciate our battalion commander of the Philippine Army, and of course to our provincial director of the Philippine National Police, to take note of those that were raised and siguro to expedite the investigation so that the earlier this will be solved, the clearer will be ang kabalaka o ang kanang pagka relax o pag-strengthen sa kumpiyansa sa atong mga katawhan atong ma-achieve. So I believe that is also one of the meetings why one of the reasons why this Peace and Order Council is meeting today in order to address these special concerns. No? Okay. So the period of open forum is now over. We will proceed now to other matters. Yes, okay. Yes, ma'am, Dr. Rasol of the TISDA.
Thank you po, Mr. Chair. Since it's over, but I want to appeal just a suggestion, since I'm also a concerned a citizen of Misamis Occidental. Okay, so I would like to address this to Sir PD. Sir, I commend your threat assessment and it's ongoing. Yes. I would like to suggest, if I may propose to this council to further strengthen, if there can be a management, a threat or threat management, of which the process is really used to make use of the cyber security. So cyber security to prevent cyber attacks. So like for instance, the bomb or the cyber security protection of wherein there would be a logic bomb in security. So this is very important and need for the governor, since 4 times of that threat, but don't worry, Gov, because God really loves you, because He protects you from danger. So there can be a certain cyber security bites, it's a time bomb attacks, para we can identify and determine if there are certain of the ransoms created where there can be a time bomb attacks. So this will be designated to delay the execution for weeks. So if I may suggest to this body to propose threat management process and cybersecurity protection, and bombing prevention. Thank you po, Gov.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Rasol. Your proposal and your observation shall be taken serious consideration by this council. Yes, any other matters before Kuan? Yeah, Vice Mayor Chacha Estanio, the President of the Vice Mayors League, before recognizing Mayor Acosta.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Gov. It's just occurred to me the earlier presentations and discussions. It's not for the reason nga to doubt no the capability of the PNP to conduct such investigation. Pero na-realize ako Gov nga wala man po kayo mag-prevent na to request the other agency to conduct a parallel investigation like the NBI, or naanabay prior nga request to the NBI to conduct a parallel investigation for the incident Gov. Okay, o wala pa, then I propose to this body no, to pass a resolution requesting the NBI to conduct the same parallel investigation for the bombing incident.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong for this council now to pass such kind of resolution if that is the pleasure of the members.
Okay, so thank you, Gov. So I move that a resolution be passed to that effect, requesting the NBI through the National Director to conduct a parallel investigation on the recent bombing incident that took place last October 15.
There is a motion. Is it duly seconded? There's a motion duly seconded that a resolution be passed by this council to request the I think we have to address it to the Secretary of Justice, no, because NBI is under his
Yes, exactly.
jurisdiction to direct the NBI to conduct a parallel investigation in relation to this incident. Is there any comment, remarks, objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Yeah, any other matters? Yeah, Mayor Acosta of the city of Oroquita.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning sa tanang mga members sa PPOC. Earlier, we heard the reports of the PNP and the military with regards to the bombing incident that took place on October 15. And we are thankful that both institutions are doing its best to investigate the matter. Daghan kayong salamat ninyo, anak sir. But Mr. Chair, this representation would like to emphasize or give emphasis on the word investigation, because the future action of the provincial government, the different local chief executives, the law enforcement agencies, and the governor himself and the PPOC will be determined by the result of an investigation. Maunang, in spite of the fact that the PNP and the Armed Forces of the Philippines have already started their investigation, di man pud tingali daotan. Susama sa giingon ni Vice Mayor Chacha na mo request pud tag parallel investigation sa NBI, ang atua pong PPOC pwede pud tingali mo unsa na mo sugod og ato ang kaugalingon nga parallel investigation. Kay Mr. Chair, I am disturbed as a member of the PPOC because the chairman of the PPOC himself is the target of the attack. An attack to any member of the PPOC is an attack to the PPOC and to the provincial government as a whole. So, it is the concern of everybody. Maunang, if the members of the PPOC are amenable, then mas maayo po tingali mupasarta og resolution to authorize the chair himself to come up with a task force that would investigate the matter. Because this is already the second time nga nahitabo sa MISOC. Kaganina lang, when the good governor made his opening statements, we were refreshed of what happened in December 22, 2021. And murag ingno natog gikasubo nato, no, nga wala gani nahitabo ana nga kasuha. So ang atoa pong PPOC karon, para kanako, I'm not undermining, as I have said, no, and I want that on record. The investigations made already by the PNP and the Armed Forces of the Philippines, but rather we want results. Kay we can never move forward if walay resulta sa mahimo nga investigasyon. It will always be speculative, no? Mao nang if I mentioned earlier, if everybody's amenable, I will be moving. Now, this representation would like to pass a motion that the chairman of the Provincial Peace and Order Council, the governor himself, form a task force that would investigate the matter, the incident that took place on October 15, and to reopen, no, the reinvestigation of the incident that took place in December of 2021. On joint sponsorship, Mr. Chairman, so that everybody will be on board as far as that resolution is concerned.
Is there any second? But anyway, before, for discussion purposes, the chair would like to quickly react on the proposal for me to form a task force. Then, if I am the one authorized to form the task force, it might appear self-serving, and the credibility would be that not that high, considering that I am the one creating it. No. And yeah, it would probably be different if it is the council would itself create the task force, and then in order to achieve what was discussed or what was presented by the city mayor of Oroquita, just a very short backdrop of that incident. That happened 11 o'clock in the evening of October 15. On that day, I was supposed to join the conceptual parade in Oroquita in order to pilot that airplane, which was the float of the provincial government. So kung simba ko o wala ko to, I mean, naka-join ko dito o dito to nilagi, butang can just imagine the number of people. Or in the night before, I was supposed to be the guest of the city of Oroquita to deliver a message in their Miss Lacambini. And again, if that was placed there, I mean, I could just imagine, no, I cannot accept what's going to happen. So that in that connection, may we hear from our legal officer, from who is a member of our of this council, no, on your legal opinion on how to address that kind of proposal, no, rather than the governor doing it. Yeah, Attorney Aquino, you have the floor.
Mr. Chair, actually in the DILG memorandum, there is a specific provision that allows the committee to create a special action committee regarding such incidents. So I would like to read the specific provision. So the committee is allowed to create a special action committee to address the immediate issues on peace and order and public safety in case of emergencies. So in relation to the incident, it is a peace and order emergency, Mr. Chair.
What is that memorandum circular that you are reading? Can you please inform the council?
Mr. Chair, it is the memorandum circular on the guidelines of the provincial peace and order councils in the national, the regional, and the provincial sectors.
So it is the law that provides the creation of all the councils, national, regional, and provincial peace and order council, and outlining the guidelines of its duties and function.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. What can you say, Mayor Acosta, in relation to that?
Instead of address to the chair of this council, then the resolution will be rewarded to authorize the council to form a task force instead, as amended.
Authorize or to create now?
To create.
Yeah.
As amended, Mr. Chair.
Okay, is that seconded? It has been moved and duly seconded that as a special action committee, no, that's the terminology of be created for purposes of addressing these special concerns on peace and order, which just had happened just a week ago. And are we going to limit the action, the coverage of the Special Action Committee on this particular happening, or probably expand to include previous happenings?
To expand the previous happenings, Mr. Chair, especially the December 2021 incident.
Okay. Yes, Mr. El Bambo, our provincial fire marshal. Any?
Good morning, everyone and everybody. If time will allow us, can we name, sir, the specific members of those special committee? If time will allow us today.
Okay, let's first approve the creation, and then the filling of members. We will address it after approving the resolution. So there is a resolution for the creation of such a special committee with the powers and functions as outlined in the memorandum circular of the DILG, outlining the duties and functions of the Peace and Order Council. Is there any remarks, further comments, objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. So let us now proceed to the composition or the filling up of members so that they can work, or what's the pleasure? Yes, Mayor Jojo Chong.
Suggest, Gov, that this will be through executive order na lang siguro, Gov, from you, so that this will be analyzed as to who will be the membership of this committee.
Come again?
I would suggest that the names of the members should be from your executive order na lang, so that if given that opportunity, so that this will be thoroughly thought as to who will be the members of this committee.
So you are proposing that the governor should issue an executive order to compose the members of the committee?
Yes, go. Then,
so some sort of authorizing the governor,
yes,
to fill up the chairman and members of this committee through an executive order.
Okay.
There's a motion authorizing the governor to issue an executive order to fill up the composition of the chairman and members of that special action committee. Seconded by the president of the Mayor's League. Are there any remarks, comments, objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Secondly, if you will note, last time that you appeared before the Senate inquiry, you were promised by Senator Bato that you will be given update as to the Senate inquiry regarding the incident of December 22. The promise was we should be updated on or before September 30, but now it's already October 23 and we have not received any update from the Senate as to what really will be their actions, whether or not they will have to perform Senate inquiry on this matter. I would like to move that a resolution should be made that we will follow it up to the Senate regarding the update of the Senate inquiry, so that we will also have the opportunity that this incident will be under inquiry of the Senate.
There is a motion from Mayor Chong, duly seconded, that a resolution be adopted inquiring or making a follow-up to the Senate as to the update on what was discussed. I think that was discussed after the manifestation made by our Vice Governor in relation to that incident. So, is there any objection? Remarks, comment? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Are there any other matters that this body, because I understand the provincial director of the police and our battalion commander, they are needed in Tangub City this morning for the finalization of the instruction by the COMELEC insofar as the conduct of the
One TV special report.